And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... It's the NBA on 2. Now look at Memphis' starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at small forward. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. For the finish, and finished off by Morant.
Brooks' mental game, great anticipation on that steal.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Now, here's Bagley, stolen by Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's Morant missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Fox against Valanciunas. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. 9 feet out. Winslow's shot is off. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Sacramento. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Morant.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Over in the corner, Barnes. That one wide left.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Back to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. Winslow kicks to Morant. Tries it from 9. Here's Valanciunas. There's the pass to Winslow. Now Morant. Pass to Winslow. On the wing, Brooks. Over Bogdanovich. They grab their own miss. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Barnes kicks to Bielitsa. Trying to end the drought, and the layup is up and in. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And now the Kings, fast break. Here's Fox. Bagley trying to free himself up. And the basket is good.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Winslow the bounce pass. Passes it to Brooks. Inside. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Pass to Valanciunas. Morant against Bogdanovich. The putback. No good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Brooks. Now here's Morant for three. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got 5 now.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. It's good on the putback.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Jones, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. And here we go. Kings running again. Hield can't hit.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
At the end of one, a closely And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutterich in at the three, the small forward. Joseph looking around. Kings moving the ball around. Hield with the bucket.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner, loves pulling the trigger from deep. Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Joseph, the pass to Giants. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And for Memphis, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. And the shot goes in. And, Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
He preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and he makes that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Bazemore finds Hield, and the three ball is good. Hield's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Here's Gutterich to the paint. Here's Clark, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Clark's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Hield. He's got 9. And here's Joseph for 3. No good that time. It's Jones on the wing. He's covered by Joseph. Jones drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jabari Parker.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so Jones nails both of them. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Here's Jones. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Here's Clark. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Brandon Clark.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Hield kicks to Parker. Back to Hield. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And it's Memphis on the break. Jones is running. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Joseph. No points in the game yet for him. Parker finds Bazemore. Now, Holmes. The rebound by Anderson. Holmes with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
The Kings have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Fox in for Joseph. That's tipped. And now Sacramento on the break. Memphis leading by 3. Winslow dishes to Morant. Back to Winslow. Bogdanovich against Jackson. Here's Morant. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Bogdanovich. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morant against Bogdanovich. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Barnes passes to Holmes. Oh, that was something else. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Morant finds Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat for the Grizzlies. The first quarter was pretty even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Bagley the pass to Barnes. Here's Fox. Bagley trying to free himself up. Off target from 3-point range. To the inside. Valanciunas. And he makes the bucket. Gets the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen. Triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Kings trail by 4. Lays it up off the glass. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Joseph in for Fox. It's Jones on the wing. He's covered by Joseph. 6 to shoot. Clark into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Clark's got 8 points.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Jabari Parker's checked in for Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Corey Joseph. The Kings trail by 4. Hield left side. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Impressive display of focus there from Hield. Never lost sight of the rim.
Giles checked in for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Kent Bazemore. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's good on the assist by Parker. He's got 14.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Jones against Bielitsa. Jones the pass to Clark. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for Brandon Clark. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
To the middle. Here's Gutteridge. The rebound by Giles. Hield outside. No good with the triple.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
And they pick up 2.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Fox finds Parker. Back to Fox. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Morant surveying the D. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
It's still anybody's. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Now Brooks. 4 on the clock. Here's Valanciunas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable.
And the Kings making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Over in the corner, Barnes. Bogdanovich dishes to Bagley. Back to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Bogdanovich against Valanciunas. Outside Jackson. The pass to Winslow. Morant with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. It's a one-point game. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Kings moving the ball around. Down low. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Jackson out to Morant. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. No good that time. Nice D from Brooks. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bielitsa, he checks in for Rashawn Holmes. Morant against Fox. Morant left side. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Kings leading. Outside, Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Morant passes to Brooks. Barnes against Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Bagley. Yep, it counts. Bagley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line.
Passes to Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. Brooks outside. 5 to shoot. Now here's Morant for 3. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Fox. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Morant outside. On deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bielitsa's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got a hand on it.
Good timing by Justice Winslow with the long arm to get a hand on that shot.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Morant passes to Brooks. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Elitza with the bucket. And the Kings lead by 9.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Morant kicks to Winslow. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Morant passes to Valanciunas, and he banks in the layup.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Now, here's Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Fox with it. He's picked up by Morant. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Joseph. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home floor. The state capital, and let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the three. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Morant kicks to Brooks. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Brooks has got his second bucket. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Brooks misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
No good from Valanciunas. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Bogdanovich. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant looking around. Back to Brooks. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Conley against Brooks. That one doesn't drop. In transition, here come the Jazz. Puts it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Mitchell's got 6.
I'll tell you cannot fault the defensive effort. Donovan Mitchell is just so good at keeping his concentration through a great contest.
The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Bogdanovich. 9 points in the game so far. The Grizzlies trail by 5.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Morant. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. He's doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Now here's Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Mitchell. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Conley against Morant. Winslow dishes to Morant. Conley with the rebound. Jazz leading by 3. Mitchell wide open. Again, Mitchell missing. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Morant passes to Winslow. Brooks left side. And he comes up with the deuce.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Clarkson trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Pass to Mudiay. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Clark. Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Right wing. Here's Clark. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. And that one, good.
Okay, Rudy Gobert showing your catch-and-shoot game, not just the Stifle Tower.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Emmanuel Mudiay. Davis is out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Mudiay dishes to Gobert. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. O'Neal kicks to Mudiay. For 3. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The Stifle Tower. Rudy Gobert, assertive. My goodness.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Now, here is O'Neal. Tight defense on him. Mudiay, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3.
And, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Anderson outside. Here's Jones. Yep, that one goes in there. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Mudiay against Jones. It's stolen all by himself. Here's Melton. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Mudiay. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closely. He kicks it to Mudiay. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
They get it back.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Mudiay controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Jones in the post, defended by Mudiay. Here's Anderson, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Clarkson finds Davis. Now Mudiay. No good with the triple.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Jones, no one around him. Rebound, Utah.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Melton passes to Gutteridge. And the pass to Melton. He dishes it to Clark over Davis, and that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. Kicks it to Mudia. Clarkson with the ball. Here's Gobert. It's deflected. They retain possession. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, and that's a wrap for our halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Brooks outside. There's Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Brooks against Mitchell. Here's Valanciunas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell looking it over. Goes up on the high post. And the shot is long. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Mitchell is double. Bogdanovich against Jackson. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Morant dishes to Winslow. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And here's Morant.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Morant outside. Passes it to Winslow. Morant against Conley. The shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Justice Winslow.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Morant, count that one. Morant's got 6 points. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Stolen by Anderson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Ingles trying to get open. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket for Mitchell. Brooks outside. Clark outside. It's Morant with the drive. Good D by Mitchell.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
He gets it in there. Mitchell's got 19 points.
You have to prevent Mitchell from driving. This guy too quick and too crafty once he gets into the lane.
Morant passes to Clark. It's Brooks on the wing. To the wing on the left. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good.
Clarkson using his combination of size and speed to affect the shot. That's really good defense.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Ingles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And good that time. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Gutterich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in for Clarkson. Then for the Grizzlies, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. And Winslow subbed in for DeAnthony Melton.
You see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm. You're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. To the paint. It's tipped. Conley with it. Foul guarded by Winslow. Inside, here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Here's Gutteridge. Tips it, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. And that one is off. Nice D from Valanciunas. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
O'Neal comes with the double team. Here's Anderson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Right at the free throw line. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. To the inside. Out to Morant. Rebound, Utah.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Basket good. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Mitchell is double. Pass to Gobert. Inside. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gobert.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Morant passes to Gutteridge. Now here's Morant. Gobert with the defensive effort. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Now Mitchell. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Morant against Conley.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Out to the wing. O'Neal with it. Mitchell right side. The 3-ball. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis with the ball. 4-point game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morant, that's for 2. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
But they recover it. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Mississippi River and the stuff. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin. Giroux.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Outside Jackson. Valanciunas passes to Morant. From deep. Pelicans with the rebound. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Williamson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And Chris, these teams are both on their way up, certainly. Some of the best young talent in the NBA on the court in front of us tonight.
Yeah, Kevin. A lot of room to grow for these young players. You got to love watching young players improve and develop their game.
Winslow finds Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Constantly competing. Morant is a terrific rebounder for his position and also a terrific finisher.
Winslow against Ingram. On the wing, Brooks. Knocked away and stolen by Williamson. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's Ingram missing. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. That one goes in.
Oh, with elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on fast breaks.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Williamson. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Winslow. Brooks outside. Back to Winslow. Pass to Morant. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Now, see the athleticism right there? Got to like watching Ball go into the lane and finish.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Now here's Brooks. Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Morant surveying the D. Shoots the 3. Morant with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, once Williamson gets downhill, late contact is going to have no effect at all.
Ball against Morant. Valanciunas passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. Favors dishes to Williamson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
That's to Williamson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Gutteridge. Basket counts.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Redick surveying the D. And again, no good by New Orleans. They're running. Here's Melton. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson in the post. And the layup falls. Williamson's got 10 points in the game.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis out in front, up 2. It's the NBA on 2K.
Being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jones in the post. Jackson on him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Hart with the putback. Hayes, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in.
Checking in.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. Over to the wing. Jones, no one around him. And the Grizzlies get it back. Passes it to Gutteridge. It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Hayes. No good from Clark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A fadeaway. Off the left rim and out. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jones with the bounce pass. Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. Down low. Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on J.J. Redick. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Clark kicks to Jones. And another miss by Memphis.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Anderson. It's Brooks on the wing, covered by Redick. Brooks dishes to Clark. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Hayes the pass to Jackson. And there it is for him.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
1:25 left in the first half of the game. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. It's all knotted up.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And Anderson kicks to Jones. To the paint. Valanciunas passes to Jones. Over Jackson. That one a little long.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Over Redick. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Brooks. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
For 3, Ingram. It's Clark with the rebound. Ingram with the steal. And that'll do it for the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had... Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Morant kicks to Winslow. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
Both free throws good from Morant. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 4-point game. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Young legs. Ingram getting off the ground before the D can react.
The Grizzlies shooting reasonably well, 45%. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Stolen by Ball. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Morant with the steal. And Valanciunas penetrating. It's Brooks on the wing. Morant outside. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
It's Ingram on the wing. To the middle. Here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Holiday's got his first points in this one.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Morant.
If you're Morant and you want to be a star point in the NBA, you have to score off the pick and roll sets.
Holiday against Brooks. Bucket is good. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
And stolen by Favors. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday with the ball. And Holiday throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Morant kicks to Winslow. 5 to shoot. Morant against Ball. Jackson, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And there's the pass to Ball. Winslow against Ingram. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Favors has got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
The drive-by Ball. Favors passes to Holiday. Ingram against Winslow. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And that one's good. Morant.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Pelicans trail by 4.
Yeah, Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Winslow dishes to Morant. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Ball, the pass to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, this is your challenge defensively. How do you stop Williamson without fouling?
So for the Pelicans, Nelly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Betteridge, the pass to Clark. Here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Memphis moving that ball around. Clark into the lane. And that one is good.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Outside, Redick. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front, up 2. It's the NBA. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now Holiday. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Reddick at the 2. Then there's Okafor, and it's Melly in at the 4 side.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
And now with all the momentum on their side here late, you got to think they've got the upper hand.
Gutteridge, the pass to Anderson. Here's Gutteridge. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Anderson finds Jackson. Clark left side. Pass to Melton. From deep 3-point range. And another miss by Memphis.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the wall. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On the wing, Jackson, covered by Reddick. Clark for 3. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's done almost no damage from 3-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
To stop the run. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Jackson.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
A nice shot by Gutteridge.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Reddick passes to Okafor. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Gutteridge. To take the lead, and it's good on the way in. Gutteridge has got 4 this quarter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Holiday gets the bucket.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Passes it to Gutteridge. Dishes it to Jackson. The pass to Gutteridge. Back to Jackson. To the right side. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. And it's off from 3-point range. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Grizzlies with the rebound. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Gutteridge. Here's Jackson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
That's a gamer right there. Reddick is someone we love seeing step up in the clutch.
Jackson dishes to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Melton, guarded by Holiday. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicole O'Malley. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. Here's Williamson. Second shot opportunity. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. That's good from Morant.
And it's going to come down to a three-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Out to Ingram. Fires the three. Can't get the three to fall. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, rise beyond his years. With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult. before we get...
Hey, Kevin. Yep.
Thank you, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Tonight, lots of youth and energy on the floor. Brent, what kind of game do you expect to see?
Highlights, Kevin, mixed in with a few lowlights. Just guys getting ahead of themselves and speeding themselves up. But sometimes those can be exciting, especially for fans who have really good seats. Keep your hands up.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Memphis with the ball. Morant kicks to Winslow. Brooks the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Morant reaches to Brooks. Jackson passes to Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. Valanciunas with the ball. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Just 5 on the clock. Brooks kicks to Winslow. This one for 3. Brooks misses. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Bagley.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Morant against Bielitsa. Winslow the pass to Morant. Valanciunas, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Fox, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Now, Bielitsa's game might be mostly finesse, but there are times when he gets aggressive.
Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Morant kicks to Brooks. To the inside. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 6 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Kings getting the bucket. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Valanciunas. Winslow finds Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. It's Fox with the drive.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Winslow. Morant outside. Pass to Brooks. He kicks to Morant. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Fox, no good. Memphis trailing here. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Here's Gutteridge. Jackson dishes to Morant. Out to the right wing. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. For three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is the shot Morant can drill. If you're not out on him, he's willing to make you pay.
Here's Fox. And then Hield with the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Morant with a wide open look. It's the rebound. Launches it. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap up the first. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Kyle Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. Parker with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Hield. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the defender on their heels as Hield was coming right at him.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If you can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweep stroke. Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Bazemore passes to Hield. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call. For Sacramento, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And Holmes throws it down.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Now the pass to Gutterich. Memphis moving it around. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hield. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Gutterich. To the wing right side. Now the dish to Jones. Passes to Gutterich. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And it goes on a bounds. That one off Holmes.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Jabari Parker.
And really, Bazemore has terrific defensive instincts. The more he plays, the better those will get.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
and didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jones. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. That one good for 2. Joseph's got 4 points in the quarter.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
The feed to Clark. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Anderson. Winslow comes in for Milton. And it's Morant in for Jones. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Giles is checked in. Fox. And the rejection by Jackson. Stolen. Here's Fox. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Pass to Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. And another shot. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Now here's Morant for 3. It's good from long range. Morant's got 9.
That's more like it. Rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 8 points for him.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Down low. The pass to Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
Brooks outside. Off target from outside. And here is Fox. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Kings lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we finished one half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Fox with the jam.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
Fox against Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Brooks the pass to Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Kings leading now by 10. The kick out to Barnes. Morant with the steal. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Passes it to Bjelica. Dishes to Bagley. It's good. Bagley's got 6.
Well, nice job by Bjelica. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Brooks kicks to Morant. It's the rebound. And stolen by Bjelica. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
A tremendous Mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Clark outside. Back to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Melton passes to Jackson. Clock at 6. Outside, Jones. Clark with a wide open look from outside off the mark. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Sacramento. Parker kicks it to Bazemore. Back to Parker. Holmes trying to free himself up, and he lays it straight in. And the Kings lead by 15.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Kicks it out to Jones. That 3 off the mark. 1:19 left in the third. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
As soon as Bazemore sees he has a chance to run in transition, he gets to his spot and takes full advantage.
To the paint. Jackson passes to Melton. Now Anderson on the wing. Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Giles comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Jones. Bjelica, he checks in for Rashad Holmes. And so Jones nails both of them. Sacramento leading by 13, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
To the middle, here's Anderson. That shot misses, and it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Hield. That one misses. Some solid defense from Clark, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Memphis, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jackson.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Rebound by Bjelica. Fox against Jones. Fox, no good. Gutteridge, the pass to Valanciunas. Jones, no one around him. And so it's Sacramento. 13 points up at the end of the period. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Winslow is out there with John Morant. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Hield can't hit.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Valanciunas. Anderson up top. Valanciunas inside. Guarded by Fox. Kept alive. The kick out to Anderson. It's Morant in the corner. It's stolen by Hield. Now Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Now here's Morant. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Fox with the rebound.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
A strong finisher. Morant doesn't mess around when he's got ideal positioning like that.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. And a missed layup.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Using every bit of muscle he's got on that one. What can I say? Harrison Barnes likes to get in and attack.
Pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Now here's Morant for 3. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter. And Fox gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Memphis moving it around. Anderson outside, inside. Here's Bjelica. Offensive rebound, Giles. Barnes kicks to Fox. Goes up again. It's good. Fox has got 36.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
Now here's Morant. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. Healed outside. Barnes passes to Fox. The kick out to Barnes. Right wing. Healed outside. On the wing, Healed. The three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Kings.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Morant finds Valanciunas. Count that bucket.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 18.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
No good from Valanciunas. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Jam. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with DA.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at point guard. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Jackson. Mitchell's shot is good. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Brooks. He dishes it to Jackson. Brooks kicks to Morant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now here's Morant. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Off target with the open look.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. 4-point game. Brooks kicks to Morant. That one drops for him.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant. Sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Brooks against Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. Jackson passes to Brooks. Stolen by Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Mitchell wide open. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Here's Brooks. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And finished off by Morant.
A strong finisher. Morant doesn't mess around when he's got ideal positioning like that.
Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
For Utah, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Conley the pass to Gobert. Morant with the steal. And again, Memphis running the court in transition. Jackson kicks to Morant. Dishes it to Brooks. Back to Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 11 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Bogdanovich against Jackson. Ingles dishes to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Jackson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Valanciunas, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, to me, that's the force that Valanciunas plays with. It allows him to shake the foul off, maintain his poise, and score it.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Shot to stop the run. Davis finds Clarkson. Another shot. Denied by Moynes.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up 8. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. O'Neal is out there with Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Mudiay, and it's Clarkson in at the 2 spot. Anderson outside. Memphis moving it around. Jones drives in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Mudiay looking around, and he makes good on the layup.
Boy, Mudiay, tough shot through contact. That is nice.
Mudiay against Jones. And the pass to Gutteridge. And Anderson has it in the corner. Jones, the pass to Clark. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. Mudiay against Jones. Mudiay, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Mudiay dishes to Davis. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target with his 3.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the 3-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Clarkson picks to Mudiay. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. A putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 10.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Mudiay against Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very
Close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jones. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Unloads from 9. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 5 on the basket for Mitchell.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. He has 5.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Floats it up for Davis, and he lays in the alley-oop.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Morant looking around. Passes it to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Shoots it up. Conley grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Mitchell in the corner. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Here's Morant. He's got 13, and the shot is good.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Conley against Morant. 11 feet away. Davis. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points. And
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Kicks to Brooks. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 11.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Morant passes to Brooks. Morant with it, outguarded by Bogdanovich. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Second chance shot. Pass to Winslow. Now here's Brooks. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Mitchell against Brooks. Mitchell passes to Gobert. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one's good. Morant.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
outside Conley. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Back to Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And this is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
The drive by Mitchell. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Morant with it. He's got 22. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Pulls up. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 14. Now Mitchell. 13 points in the game. And the rejection by Jackson. And another fast break for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're running. And it's Morant missing. The Jazz have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Mudiay dishes to Gobert. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Up top, Morant, defended by Mudiay. And that one's good, Morant.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Mudiay against Morant. And the shot goes down. Morant's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And finished off by Morant.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Ripped away. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And finished off by Morant.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
A point guard who's got incredible vertical. Emmanuel Mudiay, no doubt on the dunk.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Jazz. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Stolen by Mitchell. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Clarkson with young legs, bringing the energy. How about that finish?
Outside, Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Mitchell. That one, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Stolen by Clarkson, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Inside, Clark. Yes, that goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his third foul of the game. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Just over a minute played here in the fourth, and it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Bucket is good.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Jones kicks to Anderson. Clark for three. Rebound, Utah. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Memphis. Winslow's checked in for Kyle Anderson, and Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Jordan Clarkson.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Clark, the pass to Melton. Down low. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Winslow.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Brooks, here we go. Pass to Clark. Over Gobert. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
Brooks, the pass to Clark. Here's Melton. Back to Clark. Brooks dishes to Clark. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Milton. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Utah has possession. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 18. Winslow finds Clark. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Another miss by Utah. It's Morant with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 37.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Mitchell against Brooks. Three-pointer. Again, Mitchell missing. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Brandon Clark. Josh Jackson's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Brooks. Jones checked in for Ja Morant. Jones, no one around him. No good on the triple. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Moutier passed to Morgan. And that one, good.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
40 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. They grabbed their own miss. Allen kicks to Jones. From deep. The rebound by the Jazz. Now here's Bradley. Stolen by Anderson. Ball stolen. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. mighty Mississippi River carving. And with tip.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift on his hands. Then we all know how it is.
And that one's good. Morant. And the athleticism of both these teams should come into play tonight. No lack of quickness on either side of the ball.
Oh, yeah. Put your track shoes on, Kevin. We're going to be running sprints tonight.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant against Ball. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. Loads it up for Williamson. Here's Ball, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, the size and skill set of Ball is unique, which is why defenders have a hard time guarding.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter, just over a minute played. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
Morant against Ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Pass to Valanciunas. Out to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The drive-by Ball. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Taken away by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Here's Favors.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Morant outside. Brooks finds Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. And stolen by Williamson. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Williamson with the ball. Finished off the break. Williamson's got 6 points.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Here's Valanciunas. Morant. The shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Holiday. Finished off the break.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. And they get it. Brooks misses.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
There's Morant. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jones comes in for Morant. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dillon Brooks has put in. He just continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in. Here's Hart. 1:09 left in the first. Here's Hayes. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Anderson passes to Clark. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Pelicans running again. Clark, that's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. 9-point game. To the middle. Here's Clark. Hits the jump hook.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Reddick. For the three. And Hayes kicks to Reddick. Tries it from 19. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the energy Reddick has is what gets him in these calls. I mean, he's difficult to guard sometimes without fouling.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Brooks. And a change for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in for Jackson Hayes.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And that one's good by Clark.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Jackson down low, defended by Jones, and Okafor slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Oh, setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. That one goes in. Okafor's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Gutteridge, covered by Reddick. Melton passes to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Over Okafor. And too long on the shot. Pelicans leading by 9. It's tipped. And it's Memphis on the break. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 6.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Hart the pass to Melly. Stolen by Anderson. And it's Memphis on the break. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Hart. Reddick finds Okafor. Here's Hart. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. On the wing, Jones, covered by Okafor.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
shoots from the block. Jackson passes to Okafor. Outside, Redick. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Clark outside. Back to Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Jones nails both of them. 1:37 left in the first half. Holiday looking for an opening to the paint. And Hayes kicks to Williamson. Hayes trying to... Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Jones against Ball. Morant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
At 270, Zion is built to take punishment. He's built to dish it out.
And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in. The Pelicans have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ball against Morant. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
If you're Morant and you want to be a star point in the NBA, you have to score off the pick and roll sets.
Here's Hayes. Here's Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Morant passes to Winslow. And here's Morant. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 14. Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
So for New Orleans right now, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard position.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. I mean, ball absorbs contact very well.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Here's Ball. Banked in off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
Morant dishes to Winslow. Back to Morant. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Ingram. And Favors kicks to Ingram. Connects from three-point range. Ingram's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Back to Brooks. It's Brooks on the wing. Morant outside. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Some changes for Memphis. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. And the Pelicans also making a change. Redick is checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And that one's good. Brooks.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pelicans leading by 7.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Anderson passes to Valanciunas. Stolen by Holiday. The drive by Williamson.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Valanciunas. And the rejection by Favors. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Well, yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Brooks kicks to Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, it's been this way all night. Williamson can beat you in so many different ways.
Brooks, the pass to Anderson. And here's Valanciunas. Right side, Jackson. Over Ingram. Jackson misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Out to Brooks, and there's the pass to Anderson. Inside. Pass to Brooks. Shoots over Redick. Brooks misses. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Clark. He's out there with Kyle Anderson. Justice Winslow out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Gutterich in at the 2. They get it again. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Gutterich. Now Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Left side Anderson. The dish to Valanciunas. Back to Anderson. And Valanciunas kicks to Clark. The offensive rebound. Pass to Anderson. Here's Gutterich. Now here's Clark. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Clark with a wide open look. Here's Valanciunas. The 3. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Clark.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Hayes. Tries again. And Hayes throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Out to the right wing. Here's Hart. Here's Hayes. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Down low. The pass to Clark. Out to Morant. Takes the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid. But when he's this setup, it's outstanding.
Ball against Morant. Outside, Redick. Passes it to Hart. Power down with both hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Valanciunas.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Pelicans.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zion Williamson.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morant passes to Winslow. Morant outside. Lets it go from deep. Ball with the rebound. From deep. Offensive rebound. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they